Okay, good. Hey, Mia, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Hey, let us know about this catchy name, KillerBee. Where'd that come from?
My father gave me that name when I was little because I was just a mean little girl. I wanted to do everything on my own, and that's the name he
Um,
came up with.
KillerBee. The fight, the first fight, well, your first fight, I did see the body work that you put in, and those some stinger shots you were putting in on that young lady,
Yeah.
and that and that's and that then I that's why I coincide the name KillerBee with them stinging shots you put in.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So you got this next fight coming up. How is it how you feel about going into this next fight with the COVID situation and everything that's in place, or you just excited to get back into the ring?
Both. I'm excited to get back in the ring, and I feel ready because since COVID, I stayed in the gym. Stayed ready just in case we got a call. So I'm ready and excited to get back in the ring.
Yeah, and normally when a fighter starts off their pro career, they be on pretty much local cards and things like that.
Yeah.
They start on, but yours is right on with the undercard of Tank Davis.
Right.
How do you feel about that happening for you?
I appreciated that a lot because not a lot of girls have the opportunity to fight on a good opportunity for me.
Yeah. And you campaigning at 135, 130,
130. Yeah, 130.
130. Oh, okay. So how has training been, since 2019? Did you slow down any because of COVID situation? And
Yeah,
how did that affect you a little bit?
at the beginning I slowed down a little bit, but then we got the hang of things. We found another gym just to work out at because our gym was closed down. So once we found another gym to work out at, we got back on track with some stuff, and then we was able to get back into our gym just a little bit.
Yeah, now as a fighter, when you decided to turn pro and all of a sudden you had your first fight and then 3 months into 2020, the COVID situation hit. How did you feel did you think that it was going to put a damper on your career?
Yeah, I did because the plan was to fight at least every other month. And then COVID hit, it just messed up the whole plan. I probably will at least have 6 fights by now. But
Yeah,
I guess everything happens for a reason.
yeah. Tell us a little bit about people that who don't know about you. Tell a little bit about your amateur career.
I had about 23 fights. I lost
24 fights.
24 fights, and I lost 4 of them. Um, I didn't really compete with USA Boxing because I didn't like the rules that they had. So I didn't really go to many tournaments, national tournaments.
Hmm.
But they did offer me an opportunity to come to the training camp, the Olympic training camp, but I had decided to turn pro.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Kenny. Normally a lot of dads don't want their daughters to become fighters, man, and take punches and things like that. So, what was the deciding factor to you to stand behind her and allow her to, become a fighter?
Trust and believe, I did my research. The statistics show that, boxing is way down on the list as far as kids and getting hurt and dying in the sport. Um, Believe it or not, basketball, baseball, and football, you have more kids dying each year in that sport than you do boxing. So I felt that it was pretty safe, you know what I mean? And me being around the sport and I understand why fighters get hurt and before the audience, before a fan do, because a lot of times a fan can see a fighter take a punch, fall to
Yeah.
the floor and die and think the punch killed him. But me being around the sport, I understand that the fighter could have dehydrated wrong, you know what I mean? He came down and weight wrong, but fans don't understand that part.
Mm-hmm.
So me being in the sport, I I think, it's pretty safe.
Yeah. And Mia, since you've been boxing, so you had 24 fights. You had your first fight as a professional in 2019. But the overall look, did you really look how professional women's boxing was compared to men's boxing far as the pay and far as the frequency of fights? Did you look at all that before you said you wanted to get into it?
Yeah, I did, but I feel like it's going to get better over time. Because of, well, I think because of Clarissa Shields, you know, she's speaking up for women's boxing and trying to make a change. Because to me, it seemed like they slowly but surely is starting to treat us equal and give us equal pay as the males.
Mm-hmm. So when you decided to say you wanted to be a fighter, what was the blueprint for you guys? Since I say that because I asked that question because it's not really a whole lot of competitive women fighters out there that you can, you know, that like the guys have, you know, the guys can continuously put matches together with each other, but it's not the same for women's boxing. So how did you guys map that out?
It's definitely growing, but as far as Mia, whatever weight class she's fight, I plan for her to be in the top 5 with less than a year. Like right now, she's fighting 130. She's going to be in the top 5 next year.
Okay.
And then if we outgrow 130, we go to 35 and do the same thing. Whoever the best is in the weight class, we're aiming for them. Right, we're not going to kill time. Like right now, she want to fight. What's the young lady's name? Katie Taylor. So a year, you know, 14 months. We want Katie Taylor. We had a setback with the COVID, so we got another 12 months to go. If we can make it happen, we'll take Katie Taylor and then on to the next. I know it sounds crazy, but Mia been in the gym all her life since she's been in Pampers. That's one reason why she hasn't been going to the tournament, because it's a lot of wear and tear in the sport. And I didn't want to, you know, wear her out before she get to this point. So she got a lot left in her.
Yeah. So you guys not fighting to build a record. You guys fighting to compete at the top level to chase the best fighter.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So
a lot of times we chase a lot of amateur tournaments, and you look at TV, you got a lot of foreign fighters that never fought amateur in their life, but they top dogs in the sport. Yeah. So why should we chase amateur tournaments? You understand what I'm saying? A tournament doesn't determine if you can fight or not. If you can fight, you know what I mean? If you got a good coach and you listen, you can do it. Yeah, I don't believe in 100, 200 amateur fights. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and with the caliber of fighters that you're around over there and up there, you know, he has a lot of people that actually can prepare her for what you guys have in store for. You know, you got, of course, you got the world champion, you got Javante.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty sure you're sparring with those guys also.
We
right?
got Javante Tank Davis, right? Lorenzo Simpson, Malik Warren, Malik Hoggins, and a host of other fighters. She's been growing up with them since she's been 4 years old. You know what I mean? And that's the catch. People don't know that part. They just looking at an amateur record. So, she don't have that many fights. Oh, get in the ring with her. We want the top. We want the top females. Inbox me. Send me your number so we can get in touch with your coach. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Mia, how are those guys on you when it comes to sparring? Or you tell us don't hold nothing back, move forward?
Of course they're gonna hold something back.
You said they're gonna hold something back?
You broke up a little bit, Juan.
Oh, say, are you gonna when you sparring with those guys, do they hold anything back, or do they just keep coming? Hold on for a second.
Of course they hold it back, but they don't make it easy.
Yeah. Am I breaking up, or am I still clear?
They don't
with you
make
guys?
it easy on me.
Oh, okay.
You clear.
Okay, good.
They don't make it easy on me. They still make me, work and push myself.
Yeah. And then when you, matter of fact, how often are you in the gym now, since you guys have that blueprint laid out for yourself?
We in the gym every day. If it's not our gym, we somewhere working. Like right now, she got 7 more days for the fight, and she only have to lose 2 pounds.
That's right on track. That's real good. How do you feel? How do you feel cutting weight?
I feel good, long as I lose the weight the right way. And I feel good. You know, some people might lose their weight too fast and be weak because they
Yeah,
lost it wrong. But I know how to, you know, eat the right stuff and still feel energized.
yeah, because a lot of fighters, you know, that's the worst part about the boxing is cutting the weight and getting ready for the weigh-in. You
Hmm.
know, and but you feel pretty comfortable, you know, cutting weight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been
It,
so good. I'm thinking about her going down to 126.
oh wow, wow.
She can do
Okay,
it. She can
okay.
do it.
Are you going to test it when you think a fight not coming up? You're going to test it and see if she can drop down that weight and see how you feel.
I'm almost sure she can do it because right now we have 132 and we got 7 days out.
Usually, most of our fighters lose 10 pounds there last week.
Yeah,
I only
yeah,
got to lose 2, so I think I can do it.
yeah. How do guys treat you in the gym? Do they treat you like one of the guys, or they treat you like a just a female fighter?
Yeah, they treat me like I'm their little sister, you know, overprotective, and then outside the ring.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing. Keep you focused.
right.
So, so when you're not in the ring, what are you doing?
But I'm not in
When
the
you're
ring.
not, uh-huh. Yeah, go ahead.
This I live a regular life, you know. If I don't have nothing coming up, I'm out with my friends, you know, at the mall, just doing regular stuff. But when I got a fight coming up, I stay focused, doing the right things. I'm in the house most of the time, resting.
And you know, Kenny, you already know how, especially with the guys that you already working with, how important is it to promote her the right way?
It's very important. I try to move her with the guys, whatever card that they on. If I can, I'll put on those cards. Like, because they're in the limelight already. They got the media behind them. So why not, you know, add her to it if I can, you know?
Hmm. And with saying that, how Mia, how is it feeling that you don't have to actually be on a small local card and you got thrown right in and be on the large cards at a high magnitude?
Um, that's a feeling that can't even be explained. I wasn't expecting my professional career to start off like that. I thought I was going, you know, start off on small or local cards, but with me being around Javante Davis, he made it happen for me and put me on his undercard.
Yeah. Now, how are you keeping her humble when it comes to that factor, Kenny?
Oh, she's so disciplined, man. And she know what she wants. She's 20 years old. She's grown. You know what I mean? All I can do is guide. All she got to do is tell me what she wants, and I can guide it. She, like right now, as far as I'm making weight and eating right, I have nothing to do with that.
Oh,
I'll get a text from her, Dad, I want to go running. Let's go. It's up to her at this point. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And when it comes to that cutting weight, um, well, I don't even want to ask you guys what you do because that's your own thing, how you do it and everything. But but how about far as women's boxing, Mia? How you think? I know you touched on it a little earlier, but how do you think that 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 you have an opportunity to change how guys view women's boxing?
Um, I think it just takes the right female to speak up. Like I said before, Clarissa Shields already started, you know, speaking up on it. It looked like if she don't get what she wants, she gonna try MMA. You know, so if they see that she's gonna leave boxing and go with MMA, then they might, you know, just raise the price for us so she can stay in the sport of boxing. But it just takes the right female, you know, just to say how we feel. But I think eventually within this year, 2021, we won't be getting paid just about the same as the males.
And on the other side of that, what if that doesn't happen? Then what you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep boxing, you know. I mean, the money is still right. We just want equal pay as the males. I'm gonna keep boxing. In my opinion, I'll keep boxing.
Yeah. And also, how hungry are you to get one of those belts? Or what's more important? This is a better question. What's more important to you, the championship or getting paid the right amount of money?
I would say the championship because you the championship, if you can keep it, you get paid up. You know, you get paid more the longer you keep it. You get another championship. That's 2 championships under your belt. Your pay is going to raise. It don't matter what, your pay is going to raise.
But you know the sad part about that? Every champion don't make the same amount of money that some other champions make.
Right.
That's
Sometimes
that's the side that people don't understand. Just because you got a belt don't mean you're gonna make a lot of money.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta do things and make people want to see it, you know?
And that's why I asked you the question as far as what do you concentrate more on, the pay or the belt?
I would say the belt.
You
So
say
much
the belt?
more comes behind the belt.
Okay.
Even if you're not.
How about you become one of those? Let's look at it like this. How about you become one of those good names that somebody wants to see, and they offer you a lot of money, but they tell you it's not a championship fight. But in your same weight class, you hear about a championship fight that can be offered, but you don't take that fight because it doesn't offer the same amount of money. You're making more money without being at a championship level. Now, what would you choose on that one?
I probably would take the money fight, because after the money fight, the belt fight, I'ma still have the opportunity after. They still want to want to see that fight. So I would take the money fight and then take the belt fight.
Yeah, I just wanted you to look at that scenario a little different. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, because Kenny knows how though. Sometimes the money is there, but sometimes the championship belt don't want to, because the belt doesn't pay your bills. The belt just a trophy basically.
Right.
And it's based on who you are as a fighter, and the stock you have in your name, which determines the amount of money that you make.
Mm.
And prime example, I can just say Gervonta Davis. You know, he had a lot of stock in his name before he even got the championship, opportunity.
Mm.
And I think he still would make more money if, say for instance, I'm not wishing this on, but say for instance he loses a close fight and he doesn't have the belt. I think he still will have an opportunity to make a lot more money just because of his name and who he is.
Exactly. People gonna still want to see him. You're right.
Exactly. Yeah.
I agree.
And that's a question I pose to you, far as what type of fighter you want to be. You want to be like the when they say the people's champion, where your name is out there and people want to see you fight. That's who whenever they talk about women's fighting, they want to talk about KillerBee. That's what they want to talk about. Do you want to be that type?
Yeah, I do. I definitely want my name to be out there, and I want my name to come up in conversations, like when somebody speaking on women's boxing. I want my name to come up.
So what are you gonna do to get your name out there more?
Keep fighting on these big cards.
Another thing I plan to do is make our knockout ratio keep up with our amount of fights. That should open the eyes too. You know what I mean?
Now, how hard is it now? As far like we always talk about women's boxing, and it's not really a whole lot of talent out there that will make her stand out, because the first question they're going to ask is, who has she fought? Now, what names can you put out there so she can fight that will say, well, she beat somebody? That's the hard part.
Oh man, I can't call the young lady name off right now, but she's from we was gonna fight. She got a belt too. We was gonna fight her last year, but they poured out of the fight. She's from Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot her name, but we were trying to get that fight because she had a nice name in Canada. But anybody with the name, man, in her weight class, anybody. Yep. After 5 fights, we going to anybody in the weight class. Any one of the champions with just 5 fights.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because basically in women's boxing, right now, I don't think it's the number of fights. I think it's the quality of fights, because it's not as many fighters as we were just talking about. And I think that's a good idea for you guys to do it that way.
Right.
Just go out with big names and things like that. But when it comes to public, how much traveling you willing to do when it comes? when it comes to fights?
We'll go anywhere except some the dangerous places. Like I don't want to say the places, but there's some places I just wouldn't take my daughter.
Yeah.
Because of what's going on in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as the country, I'll go anywhere in the country. You know what I mean? I'll go to the UK or whatever, but we'll go almost anywhere.
Now, how healthy have you been staying? You know, with this COVID situation, Mia?
I've been staying, social distancing. That's key. I always wear my mask in the gym. I wear my mask. I try to stay out of, crowded public places. But I'm just following the rules that they give us: social distancing and wear your mask.
So with this fight right here, what kind of COVID rules have they gave you? For this fight coming up, do you still have to be there a week before the fight or just a couple of days before the fight?
A couple of days before the fight, and it's a social distance crowd. You know what I mean? We have to stand in back until our fight is on, and after our fight, we have to leave. Don't hang around. But and we got to keep our mask on.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like you guys are prepared. You guys got a plan in place, for your career and things like that. And so you know anything about your opponent?
I just know she got 7 fights. That's all.
Okay. And have you ever seen her fight?
No, I don't really look into that. Not at this time. Not this moment. I'm not worried about how they fighting right now.
Oh, okay. So, and that fight's going to be is it Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Was it Crown Reef Hotel?
Yeah, exactly.
Crown Reef Resort.
Exactly.
So it's Crown Reef Resort, January 30th. Is it possible that it's going to be streamed or anything?
Yeah, it's gonna be streamed. Where you can stream it at is on the flyer.
Okay, it's on the flyer. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you have the flyer posted on your page, Kenny?
It's on a new one.
I just got it today. I'm gonna post it as soon as I finish talking with you.
Okay, so when you post it, I'll post it on my page.
Okay, I just received it in my inbox.
Oh, okay. And also, Mia, what's some other social medias people can follow you on so you can get some new fans and new followers?
Instagram, KillerBee1. I got a fan page on there too, KillerBee fan page, and my Twitter is KillerBee.
Oh, okay. You ever think about getting a Facebook page so you add some more followers to you?
Yeah, I had one, but I stopped getting on there. I probably come back.
Oh, okay. All right. I appreciate your time. Yeah, I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate you. Cause this is an early interviews. Most of the time, are you in the gym around this time?
No, we done. We just got back home.
We got in the gym 10 o'clock this morning. So
how many times you work out a day?
Depending on my weight, I might train twice a day. But if I'm good on my weight, feeling good, I just do once a day. I don't want to kill my body.
Oh, okay. All right. I appreciate you guys for getting on this live with me. And it's gonna stay on my page so people will be able to see it. And also, Kenny, yeah, I always thank you. Thanks for supporting me, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yep. And just have people share this video, and that way Mia can get some more fans and things like that with family members, other friends. You know how to do videos, how y'all cut them and put them on Instagram, do all that stuff, Mia. All right. I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Ed.